Now, whether you operate in GovCloud or in another AWS region, it's never been easier to accelerate your journey. And as you're going to hear from our next speaker, even organizations tasked with the most sensitive regulatory oversight data can safely and securely move to the cloud. Alexa, who's our next speaker?
Please welcome Pamela Dyson, Chief Information Officer, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here today to talk a little bit with you about the SEC's transformation to the cloud. Just a little bit of housekeeping first. So the views and comments I express today are mine and mine alone, not necessarily those of the Commission and its staff. So like every other IT professional in the room today, the SEC is also seeing a number of fundamental changes in technology. The increase in volume and complexity of the data that we're being asked to or required to ingest these days is increasing at unprecedented rates. Also, the rapid change in technology and the technologies that the market is using is also something that is shifting very quickly these days. And then lastly, human capital, trying to retain skill sets that'll help us through this transition has also been a shift at the Commission. So in terms of volumes of data, just by example, our website sees over 40 million searches annually. We intake 30 billion trade data transactions a day through the markets. We're storing over 20 petabytes of that data in the cloud today. Also, the innovation that the industry uses is changing. So we see high-speed trading now representing over 55% of the US equity markets. We also expect over the next 2 years for over $2 trillion worth of trade being managed through robo-advisors. And then there's also a increase in online crowdfunding and peer-to-peer programs. Now, in terms of human capital, the SEC employs about 4,500 federal employees. A subset of that is 20 highly specialized quantitative analyst teams to do data analytics on a lot of the data that we ingest. And just to give you some idea of the volume, $74 million in annual securities trading and over 27,000 registered market participants are under the oversight of the SEC today. So what did we do to deal with some of the challenges related to technology? We did what most people did. We modernized our infrastructure. We virtualized servers. We consolidated data centers. We did a lot of business process re-engineering to automate our processes and digitize the way that we were doing work. We also built enterprise-level platforms like our enterprise data warehouse so that we could federate the work across the agency. But what we found was even through all of this work, it wasn't enough to meet the demands of the challenges of the big data that was coming into the Commission. Two quick examples of that is in 2012. So when a company files to go public, they have to file a form on sec.gov. In 2012, Facebook decided they were going to go public. Their initial IPO was posted in February of 2012. That posting brought sec.gov to a crawl. So we quickly had to engineer a solution to deal with scalability in those instances. So we moved to a cloud-based content delivery service, and we also moved all our public filings to the AWS cloud for search capability. Likewise, we had a situation in 2010 when we had the flash crash in May. And a part of the SEC's job is if there is a market event, we have to reconstruct the trading activity so that we can analyze what happened in the market. During the flash crash in 2010, it took the SEC months to ingest all the data and do the analytics on the data. So of course, as investors in the American public, want answers to market events and what caused the market events, and in a much more timely manner than months. So we partnered with Amazon, and we built our market information data analytics system, which we call Midas, in the AWS cloud. Today, that is more than 20 petabytes of data. But what this Midas system allows us to do in the cloud is ingest over 30 billion data exchanges a day, and we can analyze the market in near real time. So what's next for the SEC? So we want to continue down this path of empowering analytics and innovation. So we want to do more. So we've seen the benefits of security and performance and delivery from the cloud, but now we kind of want to move to the next generation. So we want to do more with big data and data analytics. We want to do more with artificial intelligence and machine learning. And then we want to do more in our development environment. So one of the challenges I talked about early on was the human capital challenge, and being able to attract the skill sets and retain them on government salaries to do the work that we need to be done at the SEC. So in May of 2018, we launched our data science workstations in the Amazon cloud. And these are state-of-the-art computing environments with all cutting-edge analytics tools, which will allow our quant teams to go in and analyze data at speeds and volumes that we've never seen before. So one of the issues that we believe that we can address is this human capital issue, because we believe if we build these innovative environments, we can attract the skill set that we need and retain that skill set, because we can push and drive innovation through these solutions. And we believe that this is the innovation that will not only get the Securities and Exchange Commission through the digital transformation that we're getting through now, but it will also drive the innovation that we need in the future so that we can serve the investor and American public better, and we can do a better job at serving you. So thank you for your time today. I appreciate it, and have fun at the summit.